Good day everyone, welcome to today's video, and today we have something a bit unusual. I've been promising this on the Discord server for quite some time, and as you can tell by the title, this is dumb comments that I receive on my, well, it's going to be something along those lines. Dumb comments that I receive on my channel. I've been promising this for a while to a couple of the guys on the Discord server, and I thought, well, I've hit the 10 mark that I wanted to do, and I just collected a load of different screenshots that I have of people either being dumb, stupid, or just in general being idiotic. Now, before this video begins, I'm going to make something very clear. Please don't go and harass these people. This is purely for a laugh and just to put into perspective of what my channel gets sometimes. I don't get these very often, but when I do, it's a right laugh. Let's put it that way. Um, as I said, please don't harass any of the people that you see in this video. Please don't attack them in the comments if they happen to leave a comment, because some people who are in this video, well, featured in this video, will probably leave a comment. So again, please do not harass them. I do not encourage that. This is all for a laugh. So if you can't take a joke and you appear in this video, sucks to be you because I'm doing it anyway because I found your comment funny. Anyway, so starting off with comment number one, this was one I received a couple of months back on my Hawk 3 review. Obviously it says hours on the actual reply, it's because I took the screenshot at that time. And as you can tell, this child, because I checked his YouTube channel, named Jadon Dutois, I think that's how you say it, says, dude, and he can't even spell that right, just shut up and fight. I replied rather sarcastically with, you do know what a review is about, right? Where you describe a vehicle, show gameplay of the vehicle, and talk about the vehicle. If this is too much for your little brain to understand, then this clearly ain't the channel for you. And trust me, this is going to get worse, so if you are used to losing brain cells, this should be familiar territory. If you are not, I would advise putting on your hazmat suit, because this is going to be very... well, some of these are going to be quite toxic, and also dumb. Number two, we have a guy named AG9229, which was on my Havoc review. Now, bear in mind, I'm a small channel with about 820 subs, roughly, last time I checked. I can't say I've got it up right now, I'm just presenting the actual point here, but I don't get comments like this very often, and let's be real, I'm not exactly in contact with Gaijin. In order for me to do that, I'm going to have to get 1,000 views on every single video that I upload for a month, I think it is. That's not happening for a while. But as you can tell, this guy seems to think that I would be in the content partnership program and that I could change this sort of thing. Now, he does kind of have a point at the same time. Yes, British machine guns during the World War II were referred to as 303s, but if you actually look at the cartridge, most of them were chambered in 7.7. There was a couple 7.92, like the Beezer machine gun, which, I mean, that is more of a 303 cartridge than most people think. But then you obviously have the 7.62 Browning on stuff like the American B-17, which Britain did use B-17s during the war. They did have 7.62s on their nose until they got to the G model. And as you can tell, he's being rather silly by saying it's like me calling you Dave 2000 because it's easier. No, it no, that's not how it works, buddy. And this wasn't the first comment received by this guy. He sent one of his streamer mates who tried to advertise his channel. And well, that's just how it is, unfortunately. That's the kind of people I have to deal with. Number three is on my Dornier 335A1 Spade review video. This is BS this is by a guy named CheekyDennis. This is BS. In real life, you'd be intercepted by two P-51. And I said to him, and in real life, a 335 would outrun a Mustang. You are aware this is a video game, right? I don't see how I'd have to make that clear, but clearly some people are lacking in the brain cell department these last few months. And to be fair, given COVID-19, I'm not surprised, because I've met some really dumb people, and that's putting that lightly. This one is actually one that I put on my one of my request videos. I can't take any more requests for the moment, so for those wanting requests, you'll have to wait a little. Just to clarify, if anyone's curious, I'm not taking requests for at least a few months because I just feel like I need a break from them. And I put at the end, people have been giving me combos like the world's gonna end. And as you can see here, a user named Watermonsterswolf on the vlog has decided to put a combo underneath when I literally said I cannot take any more requests. And he really does make his plain choice in this combo, and that's not even a combo, that's a trio. Very unusual because he references two different types of British aircraft of different types. So, yeah, not exactly very smart there, buddy. Number three, well, number whatever, because my brain just slipped then, is Tanker for you 1234, who posted a comment on one of my Corsair videos, and he says, I hear it could take off from aircraft carriers. Well, I'm not being funny about it, it was kind of designed to. Oh dear, this is the sort of thing I have to put up with, and trust me, reading some of the comments that I get nowadays is really brain, like, it boggles your mind, really. Number five is what I meant, because I've actually noted them up there as in moron 5, moron 6, etc. But yeah, apparently Tanker didn't realize that the Corsair was designed to be on a carrier. Yes, there was some that were used by the US Marine Corps, but you get the idea. Number 6, ReptoJesus, one of my moderators in my Discord server, said this on one of my old history videos. What about the best plane? The M24 Chaffee. That's not a plane, buddy. I don't recall the M24 Chaffee being a plane. Now, obviously, he was joking about this, and I said to him that he was going to be featured, but that I'd be a bit less serious about this one because this one was purely a joke, but I wanted to show it anyway because I'm sure some people would appreciate it. Next up is a comment on one of my more recent videos, and this is by a guy named JosephStalin. And for some reason, he seems to think I get to choose the combo videos. No, I don't. That's not how it works. I mean, that will be changed once I get into War Bonds and I get the Avenger Mark II. There's a spoiler for the future. Um, but yeah, I don't choose the combos, buddy. So I don't know why you said about the B-18B because that's not what Panzer Ace 89 asked for. So yeah, bit of a silly comment there, buddy. Number 8 was by Derek Reinhardt, and as you can tell, this is quite a long one, so I'm going to explain it. This was on my Japanese FW190A5 review, which we called a Jabberwolf. And as you can tell, he's saying there are so many wonderful planes in the Japanese tech tree, you don't need a premium German plane in the Japanese tech tree. And he's also moaning about MG151, which, to be fair, I've been sparking a little bit with those, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they did get a little nerf. But I replied here with, so hang on, you don't mind American planes in the German tech tree, Hitler Bolt, Japanese planes in the US tech tree, Akutan 0, and obviously the Chin 0, and also American planes in the Russian tech tree, like the P-63, but if a German plane goes into Japan, it's not fine? That's just silly. And he's also saying, I don't want to fight the Japanese with German guns. Well, clearly you don't know about the Key 61 High then, because they kind of designed that model to have the 151. That's why they sent them with submarines, with 151s, to put in Key 61s. I think they sent 300 of them to Japan. It was either 300 or 600 of the MG 151, and then obviously they produce it in Japan. But yeah, kind of a silly comment here, but let's be real. This is a dumb comment slash silly comments video. You're used to this now. Number 9 was by a guy named Carlos Eduardo CB Tech. I think this was on. I can't remember what video this was on. I think it was on one of my A6M5 videos on my Scumbag Alert that I did. I think it was for Mezek. I don't remember. But as you can tell, he says, I really like this game, but the hacks are ending the game. Now, yes, there is hacks in the game. I've shown that. But he doesn't seem to understand how velocity or speed works because, well, speed in terms of like aircraft miles an hour and stuff like that. Because he doesn't understand that some guns can shoot over a mile, and you can zoom climb over 5,000 feet. And he asks here how to explain a MiG-3 outran a P-51 descending and ascending like a jet. If you're in an Allison P-51 and if you're above 4K, it loses a lot of power. It even starts to lose power before that. Just ask Flight Sim, he'll tell you. And if you're not using your energy right, a MiG-3 will dance around you. For a start, why even fighting a MiG-3 is what I want to know. I don't think there's any P-51 in the game that can fight a MiG-3 unless it gets fail squadded. But still, that's just what I have to deal with. And the final comment, which was on a Brigette 693 video, is this guy named Nathaniel Gouset, who he didn't actually reply to this comment because most people don't. I notice whenever you tend to call out their stupidity, they don't tend to respond. He says, just shut the fuck up and show the replay. We don't need you apologizing for, which he can't even spell that right, for 3 minutes and telling 555 times. So apparently I've told people 125 times it then, if you're using basic times. You are sorry, but that the replay was funny. Far more annoying than any technical difficulty. And obviously, me being sarcastic, I replied with, did I piss in your cornflakes this morning? Someone really is toxic today. I'm sure it's bedtime for you soon because it was quite late at night when I got this comment. Go sit on the naughty step until then. Yeah, that's the sort of thing I have to deal with, unfortunately. And as a result, I will probably do something like this in the future. So expect to see another episode in dumb comments. But that just gives you an idea of what a small channel like mine gets. I mean, I did have to change some of the comments that I got in here because they weren't really stupid, they were just more ranty. But this is the kind of thing that I get, and I did check that video. I only said, well, I only apologized like twice, so clearly this guy can't even count, let alone spell. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. I hope you enjoyed a look into my comments section, well, screenshots of my comments section. And well, I will catch you all on the next one.